what's up, WCR? This is Orange doing another audio commentary. Get the replay pause at the 45-second mark. Hopefully this is recording, because if not, I will be a little upset. Okay, there we go. That's good. That's a decent volume too. Okay. I'm still not back at my regular surroundings. Me part 2, if you will. Part 1 was me in high school. So, today I'm doing an audio commentary on a new strategy that I've seen used by, wow, I don't even know how to pause the replay. So, I was at like a minute 40 before I noticed. Yeah, okay, so this is a new type of strategy that I saw used in Zotac Cup by Michael. He used it against Grubby and Fly. I don't think he used it against Fly in Zotac Cup, though. I forget where this was from. Oh, WC3L, never mind. You can tell by who's obsing, generally, of what event this was. So, yes, this was WC3L. He also used this strategy against Grubby. He used this twice against Fly. I don't know if he used this twice against Grubby or not. Because, like, there were only 2 replays released from the best of 3 that Grubby and Michael did. Which is too bad, because the first 2 were pretty good. Well, one of them, Michael, really got his ass handed to himself, but whatever. So this is a different kind of strategy. I will include a second replay in this, which I will refer to every now and again. But, yeah, basically, the strategy stays the same. So we will go from Michael's point of view. I don't care about Fog of War. You might, though, so you can do whatever with it. Anyways, we'll unpause in 3, 2, 1, 46, 47. Okay. So you'll notice he's not speed building his altar. It's pretty safe to not do on this map, just because generally what the orc is going to do is they're going to sell their circlets at the shop, and then they're either going to creep one of the ogre magis, or they're going to head over to the fountain. Or they're going to creep the ogre and then head over to the fountain, or they're just going to head straight to the fountain. It really depends on who you're playing. But generally the orc is going to opt to creep rather than creep jack on this map, just because with the blademaster you can get a lot more done on Secret Valley on this map. So, yeah, that's my tip for you orc players. So, he is going Archmage first, so nothing really too different. Basically, what the early game is going to consist of is he's going to get his level 3, obvi. Well, he's going to get his level 2 first, and then he's going to start harassing, and then he's going to buy time with his harassment to set up his expo. And then, with this expo, he'll just sort of milk it and hope for the best. So, yeah, I almost speeded up the replay there. That would have been bad to get out of sync that early. Sorry, I just have this habit of watching replays at like 8x speed, and this is like super slow right now. Anyways, built part of a scout tower near Fly's base. Basically, you can just use this for scouting. As you can see, you can get a glimpse of most of his base. Scout towers have the highest range, sight range out of any building that orc has. Almost lost that creep to the peon. That would have been a bummer. But yeah, the scout tower has more sight range than a farm does, so you're pretty much better off building part of a scout tower and then canceling it when they decide to touch it. Or not cancel it, that's cool. He just lost it, by the way, to a grunt. I guess he was too busy trying to save his peasants, 3 of which are idle. That should be fixed. There we go. Way to go, big guy. Okay, so right now it's the general Archmage running from the Blademaster, and what he's doing right now is he's going to creep with the Water Elemental and his footies. Wait for it. There we go, he's going to start. Just sort of picked up on it. But basically you need 2 camps on this map to get a quick level 2. Unless you want to head straight for the gold mine, which is pretty risky because if they catch you, you're going to lose a lot of stuff. Plus, you probably won't get the Brilliance Aura if they jack one of the creeps. So this is the safer way of doing it. Like, unless they jack, I don't know, maybe the Ogre Warrior, then it won't be as bad for you. But, yeah, generally you just need to. Oh, this is an interesting part. He picks up a staff of teleportation because Fly already has the boots, and check out where he's staffing to. The footy closer to the other shop. So he's going to pick up the other boots of speed, which is good staff usage by him. And the way he uses it is like super effective in this game. Michael's not necessarily a very good micro player, but he is fairly smart with what he does. So, and his multitasking is actually pretty impressive. Like, he doesn't even have a tower in his base yet. He does have it blocked off though, but I'm just pointing that out. Doesn't get the kill off on the footy, so he doesn't suicide it to creeps. Excuse me. And right now he's kind of running his Archmage through a bunch of grunts and creeps, but if you notice at the gold mine, he's actually going to start creeping it out. Which is pretty safe to do with defend, just because the majority of the damage output is coming from the trolls, so you can basically attack move it. Defend is pretty awesome. I don't know why a bunch of orc players or human players don't get it. Sorry, I said orc players because I was looking at the orc player's base, which he is currently harassing right now. As I said, creeping it is pretty mindless. I mean, he doesn't even lose a footy, and he didn't even micro that footy with defend, the 5 militia. So, you know, that's a little handy trick that you can pick up. So yeah, right now he's actually doing some burrow harassment. What he's going to do is just try and force Fly into a bad lumber situation, which he's been trying to do since the start of the game. Let's see how Fly's doing. Oh, he's got 162, that's not bad. And basically what this does is it makes him decide between a bestiary and grunt upgrades for his shizzle. Where are his grunts? I do not see them on this map. Whatever. They'll show up. Yeah, my mini-map or whatever, like, the colors on this computer are really bad. This is probably, oh, there they are. So yeah, he hasn't even gotten the grunt upgrade yet, and he's setting up his bestiary. And basically, grunt upgrade is not huge, but it's 3 extra damage per grunt and an extra 100 HP. So, it is important, but it isn't, like, a lot of people will stop making grunts at tier 2 and head for Kodo Beasts or something more important. Yeah, it just depends on your playstyle. Some people will replace grunts, some people won't. Depends on your breaker to caster ratio, generally. But I usually just switch to Kodo Beasts, replacing grunts with Kodo Beasts. But he's going to continue up this harassment by defended footies facing a burrow, and he's actually got Fly in a pretty good situation since Fly's actually creeping right now, and all he can really do is just beat on a couple footies, and hopefully he'll run away in fear by the time that his Shadow Hunter gets there, and obviously he's going to use the staff again after continuing this harassment. Also, if some people will probably mindlessly just go, oh, I'll get the Grunt Berserker upgrade since I just hit tier 2 and I got my tier 2 buildings up, then they'll probably be short on lumber if you do this kind of harassment for ensnare. So it just means you can continue your harassment for a little longer. But Fly does have ensnare, so it doesn't matter what I say about that right now. It's not applicable to this game, guys. Let's leave it at that. So Archmage hits level 3, pretty important level just because you get the Water Torn, as people will call it. Yeah, they're pretty deadly. They have pretty huge damage output, and you really have to be careful where you run your Archmage, especially if you run it through, I don't know, a bunch of grunts. So, yeah, map awareness is pretty good to have. I mean, most maps are pretty basic. You can tell where you're going to run, where you can run, and where you can't run. And basically, using the map to your advantage is always good to learn how to do. And that just comes with practice. Like,